Hello there YouTube, it's your boy B3, back another kicking hiya action figure review. I wanted to get this retired safari figure before it went up in price, and so I grabbed it, and it's actually pretty cool. If you look at the copyright information here, you can see that it is the 2010 Edmontosaurus regalis. Yeah, instead of having just the genus, they also have the species on here, which is not common for a lot of these. I mean, like Anzuwilii, we had it for, but which is also discontinued, and I have also reviewed. But yeah, I think it's very interesting that we have the genus and species on his tum-tum. Pretty fun, but I actually thought it was really cool. This is, of course, the Edmontosaurus that doesn't really have a big old lump on its head. Pretty cool, though. Edmontosaurus is one of those dinosaurs that's, like, really cool and really important, but figures of them don't seem to sell well. You know, at my store, my Schleich Edmontosauruses really aren't going quickly. I need to review one of those. And really neither are the other Safari Edmontosaurus, but this one I haven't carried. I got this one on eBay. This one I think is really cool. He's in like a position where he's like clearly about to face a predator or maybe another Edmontosaurus over a mate or something. It's an interesting figure. I think it could be a little better. I think Safari has upped their game since this came out. So it makes sense. See, like the bottom of the feet aren't fully painted. They often are on Safari figures nowadays. And then the inside of the mouth, it's pink, but it's like such a light pink that it kind of almost blends in with the really light oranges and yellows. So it doesn't look like it's painted, but it is painted. And the eye is just a big black dot. I would have preferred maybe a bit more work on the eye. Like, you can see other eyes. There's a bit more different colors in there. And whatnot. Sorry about the dogs. But yes, this is a pretty cool figure, I think. I quite like the pose, and I love the colors. The yellow and orange, it's really nice. I kind of like the brown on the beak there. I really love dinosaurs in sunset colors. I just do. I love sunset dinosaurs. But yeah, I really wish Edmontosaurus was a more popular dinosaur because it's so important to science. This is a dinosaur we have a lot of great trace fossils of, like coprolites and skin impressions and stuff. This dinosaur literally has taken some of the most famous dinosaur shits. Some of the most famous shits in paleontology came out of this cooter. You know? Also, Safari usually sculpts genitals, and I don't really see genitals on this guy. Like, you can kind of see a line where the tail's sculpt changes. You could call that a cloaca, but meh. It's for the accuracy. I want it for the accuracy. But yeah, Edmontosaurus lived alongside Tyrannosaurus rex, Triceratops, Parasaurolophus, and Ankylosaurus, like some of the most famous dinosaurs that ever lived, and it just gets ignored, I feel like, so much of the time. But yeah, it's pretty cool. There's no articulation because this is Safari Limited, and they very rarely give us that. But they do give us other dinosaur figures to compare it with. So we're entering size comparisons now with the Safari Limited Iguanodon. Both of these are retired sculpts, by the way. You got to get them on the aftermarket. Some stores might still have them like for sale and stuff. I don't think you can get this guy on Safari's site anymore, but last time I checked, this guy was still on Safari's site. So that's cool. I like that. Next up, how about a Schleich? Yes, here is the Schleich Utah Raptor. That's neat. This would probably need to be a juvenile Edmontosaurus if you were doing that. Anyhow, now moving on to Papo. Here is the mighty Ceratosaurus. A little Jurassic action in there. Who else? Of course, we got to show the Wow Toys Museum quality Great Dino Apatosaurus. Then we got to get into Jurassic franchise figures. Here is the Jurassic World Dominion Clarion Dilophosaurus 2-pack Dilophosaurus. Then, for our last Jurassic figure, we have the Hammond Collection Concavinator. And we always show a kaiju in these. And who better to show for our kaiju than Godzilla himself? So here is the Playmates Toys Toho Collection Shin Godzilla 4th Form 2nd release. They kissed their pals, their buddies. You thought I was going to forget to do that this time, but I didn't. So, what are my final thoughts on the Safari Limited Edmontosaurus regalis from 2010? I quite like this sculpt. I think it's very interesting how it's posed up like it's about to do battle, or is about to run, or is cornered. You could really say this poses a lot of different things. You know, kids in their imagination could have it tail whip, they could have it bite. It's in a really cool pose, I think, for both playtime and for diorama setups, and just to sit on your shelf. I think it's an interesting pose. I see so many other Edmontosaurus figures in such neutral poses, unarticulated ones, of course. And this one, I think, is a very interesting pose. I just wish Edmontosaurus was a more popular dinosaur, because it really does deserve it. It lived alongside some of the most famous dinosaurs of all time, and it's also incredibly important to science. So I really wish this dinosaur got more respect. It's clear that Safari wants it to have respect, because they keep trying to make new Edmontosauruses. But they always end up not being super popular, I feel like. But that is it. I think it's a cool figure. I got mine for 13 bucks. You have to get it on the aftermarket now, pretty much. Do it if you can. You can still get it pretty cheap, even though it's retired. So that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.